Alright, so on this warm-up, solve, graph it, and then do interval notation. Let's move the 1 over x minus 3 over, because we want to compare it to 0. And I'm writing it kind of spaced out because I know already that there's going to need to be common denominators in there. So I'll go ahead and kind of prepare for that. Remember, denominators are like kids in the back seat of the minivan. They want what the other guy has. A long road trip. Well, he has goldfish. Why can't I have goldfish? Well, you got gummy worms. Well, I don't care. I want the goldfish. So fine, have them both. Maybe that's too much insight into my life right now, but second denominator says, well, wait a minute. Now, I don't have any gummy worms. Give me the gummy worms. Fine. Everybody's on the same page. That's the point of common denominators. Now that we have a common denominator, we only need to write it once because it's in common. And now we can worry about the numerators. 2x minus 6. Careful with the minus sign. Minus x minus 5. So x minus 11 over x plus 5 and x minus 3. All right, that's the form we like. Now we can sort of work the problem. All that other stuff was pre-work to get us there. Now we can do zeros at the top, zeros at the bottom, put them on a number line, all the stuff. But we had to do some work ahead of that. So looking at the top, x equals 11. I don't really want to do the number line until I got them all because I don't know what a good spot for 11 would be. Looking at the bottom, x equals negative 5 and x equals 3. And so now I've got all the zeros. I can put them on the number line in order. Please put your numbers on the number line in order. So negative 5, 3, 11. And again, you don't have to worry about the spacing. That's not the point of the thing. It doesn't have to be, scaled correctly. You just need them on there in the right order. That way we can tell where to shade. For x equals 11, are we going closed circle or open circle for that one? And why closed? Because it's the equal to part. So closed at 11. How about at negative 5 and 3? And why open? It's from the bottom. You can't, and then the better reason is because you can't divide by 0. So I can't have negative 5 or 3. So those have to be open. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 intervals. So pick a number, on each interval. Although, if you know the alternating rule, you can kind of skirt your way around checking every single interval. I think I'll check 2, just to make sure things look right. If you want to really be sure, you check all 4. If you want to really, if you trust yourself, you could just check 1. So definitely want to check 0, because that's an easy check. And I think into the factored form is probably the easiest place to check it. So negative 11 over 5 times negative 3. And I'm trying to see if that is greater than or equal to 0. So negative over negative is a positive. So yes, that works. Again, if you're feeling confident or if you're feeling pressed for time, you can alternate off of there and say this one's a no, that one's a no, and that one's a yes. I'm going to check one more just to make sure. So let's check 4. 4 minus 11 over 4 plus 5 and 4 minus 3. So negative 7 over... Why is this not working for me? over oh yeah, it is. 4 plus 5 is 9, 4 minus 3 is 1. So negative greater than 0, no, that's not true. Like we thought it wouldn't be true. And so I feel pretty good. I'll trust the alternating rule from there. Again, you can use the alternating rule. You do not have to check every interval. Check however many you need to feel confident in your answer. Interval notation. Our answers go from negative 5 to 3. And then from 11 to infinity. The reason I did that particular warm-up, well, one is it's a test-inspired warm-up, so it's a good one to know. But it covers a whole lot of stuff. We had to add or subtract fractions. We had to do all the stuff involved with inequalities, open circles and closed circles and zeros and shading and testing and interval notation. There's a lot going on in that. Again, it's also a test-inspired problem, so make sure you know that one.